Nah, hey.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, John Switch, the great one, not the fake one. John 120, got my brother with me, man. At this point, Hazie Visions, you already know what it is. It's the two big bosses, man. You already know. Hazie Visions, like I said, Instagram, Hazie Visions, TikTok, Hazie Visions 732, the Twitch, John Switch 120. We turning it up on Fridays and Saturday nights. We getting active. But we don't at this point right now with it, man. At this point podcast, it's just me and you tonight, brother.
Facts, man. That was some, but we ain't gonna get into it, man.
Yo.
Now we gotta hold people accountable, man.
Hey.
Hold people accountable.
But nah, let's get into it, man. Shout out to our sponsor, Apparel Zone Inc. You already know this. We're gonna drop their bio in the link below. But nah, man, let's get into this topic though. Trending news right now. Cain Velasquez sentenced to 5 years over get back on the man who M-worded his son at a daycare. Now, like I said, this was at a daycare. So this is someone that's watching your kid that you trust and all that, right? So you come home and maybe your kid tell you this and maybe you get like, kids they might put it in puzzle pieces to where you got to figure it out yourself. So now it's like, is he saying what I think he's saying?
Right.
But then you go figure it out for yourself and it's true. And now it's like, it's just rage. So I can see where Cain coming from. But Cain took justice into his own hands and found this man and chased him on the highway in San Jose, California, and let shots off from that that switch. Yeah, man. I don't know if he had the switch with him. I hope. Now, if he had the switch, he wouldn't have got fired. But how you feel about that right there, though?
Damn, man. 5 years, that's crazy. I think, like you said, bro, it was at the daycare, right?
Yeah.
It was a male too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, male, and this was his son.
And it was his son. I mean, man, that's tough, man. I mean, being a parent, just hearing stuff like that kind of like enrages you, like you said, man. Like, I mean, I don't know nobody that play about their kids, and for Cain to put his trust and everything into this daycare, into these people to look after his kids while he's at work and doing whatever, and then like you said, bro, kids just don't come out and just openly say like what it is for you to have to kind of go solve like the mystery. And I'm pretty sure he asked his son, like, made sure I'm pretty sure before he took things into his own hands. I mean, it's crazy, man. 5 years is crazy too.
And then it's like the thoughts that can come in your head, like how long this been going on, like you know what I mean?
Right, like exactly. And then who else's kids has he been doing this to, right? Things like that. Did the guy get in trouble or?
See, that's the thing. Being that Cain took matters into his own hands, I'm not sure if he called and said this was happening to where dude can get prosecuted for it, because now it's all he say, she say, like you believe in the kid, but everybody's gonna believe their kid when they saying something like that. But it's like the cops, how they play, they going by the law. Truthfully, I feel like he should have got off, because I don't like the law when it comes to shit like this, because we gotta all be human. Like, judge, if that was your kid, if somebody did that, you're not thinking, let me call the cops. You want an eyeball or something. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, just trying to, like, I don't, want to say I want to put myself in his shoes in that situation. But, bro, like, you just think, bro, like, I know people that got kids, and like I said myself, bro, like, I don't know nobody that play with their kids. So when you hear some shit like that, bro, like, what? Like, you're not, I kind of understand where you're coming from, because you're not thinking. You really, like, just kind of blacking out, and, like you said, you trying to leave with something. Trying to see red. So, I mean, that's tough. I mean, 5 years is I don't know, man. 5 years is tough for that.
And I feel like the 5 years may have been light because of Cali's gun laws. They're so strict. Like, they kind of like Jersey with their shit. But then again, they also got that 3-strike rule. But this could be considered heated passion.
Right.
being that you did something to my kid, and now I'm not thinking.
I mean, you think about it, right? I mean, it had to be heat of passion because Cain Velasquez is a UFC fighter, if I'm correct, right?
Former
So
UFC.
imagine if he got his hands on a dude, like he not even trying, because he could have easily did something to do, like, you know what I'm saying? But
Could have broke his neck, all
he
types
was,
of shit. This nigga done been in the ring with Frank Mir.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he could have did anything to that nigga. He could have broke his neck, but he chose to
Which
shoot
is why
himself.
I think they was on the highway and he had to chase him. Bro, no.
Yeah, I mean,
But
then
now,
them,
how you feel? Wait, go ahead. What was you about to say? Because I'm gonna get to
nah,
this.
just them being on the highway is crazy. Like he chasing them on the highway, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But now listen to this, right? How he took justice into his own hands. John Jones also took justice into his own hands when a lady was getting robbed and he ran down on the robber, what's called. But he didn't call and say it's a lady getting robbed. You know what I mean? Like how Cain could have said something, this is such and such happening, and then they go, John took matters into his own hands and he didn't get. So why should Cain?
I think, I think, with Kane's situation. I mean, he probably went down there and didn't say no words. It was just go time. You know what I'm saying? So they probably trying to paint Kane as like, I guess like you could say like a bad guy or an aggressor but I mean like you said, man, that's my kid, so you can't even really say that. But I guess that's my only thought into it. Could be the reason why they're the difference between the two, but I think it's the same thing if you ask me.
Definitely kind of the same thing because you protecting the older woman versus protecting the kid. But the only difference is one got a gun involved. We don't know how accurate you are with the gun. So I feel like that's why they could have smoked the boots with the 5 years. But
I
that ain't
mean,
even really a smoke with the boots.
even just thinking about that, and then I mean, on the backside, you gotta look at it too. Like now, that's 5 years without his family. That's 5 years his kid. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he
And
needed
then
father.
now, like you said, like you asked, is this guy away? But now, what if it's like you tried to shoot at me? Now I can go do something to your family because you in jail. God forbid.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think like shit like that is crazy. Like and like the father, he's supposed to, you want to be the protector of the family. You're not there for 5 years. That's a long time. That kid can have PTSD, all kind of shit that's going on mentally. Like, is this guy gonna come back now? That my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all kind of things that can play a role in that shit. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, because for a young kid, your dad is like your Superman. So
That's what I'm saying. A man too, and then for him to be doing UFC, I'm pretty sure he got his son kind of, some type of, UFC or fight, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So they probably spent a lot of time together. Then just up and going 5 years. That's tough.
that's rough. Speaking of up and going for 5 years, Sheff G just got sentenced to 5 years for an attempted murder. This guy cannot stay out of jail.
Damn,
What is it with these rappers? They get the money, all of that. They got the fame, girls. You can move, but you still in the hood to where you can get even tried to where you got an attempt murder. Now you got to, put on.
I think, man. I think we talked about it a little bit on the last couple podcasts ago, but I think to me it's two things, right? I think we talked about the trying to portray an image. But like you look at some of these guys are still living at places where they got beefs and people like they're not tucked off privately. So you got people 24/7 trying to gun at you, especially if you're in gangs and shit like that. Like you into it with people, they
Mm-hmm.
trying to get your head to you know what I'm saying. They trying. So it's either you defending yourself or you trying to portray an image to people that you are something that you're probably not.
Yeah, I could see that one right there. Now, Sheff G done been down. I can count. I know for a fact he done came home 3 times since 2018.
I was about to say, didn't he just come home not too long ago? He
That's
just
wild.
came home. That's institutionalized, bro. Like them niggas be like that should be home to them, bro. That shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all they know.
Now, do you think yes men play a factor in this? Being that like your man's supposed to tell you
Absolutely.
like, bro, get out the hood.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. I think it's yes, man. I think even your family members, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody gotta. It's always one person in your family. I don't care who it is that can get through to you. I don't care who you are. There's one person that's gonna be able to get through to you, whether it be grandma, dad, mom, whoever. So I feel like I mean I don't know dude's situation, but I mean to do shit like that, you're not even only putting yourself at risk, but you're putting your family at risk because you make music. That's how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that behind bars. You can't, you know what I'm saying, do the shit that you can do when you free behind bars. So you also putting your family at risk doing that shit too. So
Now we talked about how many rappers was getting N-worded, like murdered and all this stuff, but now let's talk about how many go to jail. Like we got Dirk in jail. We got the biggest artist to the smallest artist in jail. Not saying Sheff G small, but we got Pooh, Dirk, like Kodak can't stay out of jail. Young Boy just came home. Like, what is it with these guys? You thinking?
man, this is what I think, right? This is my theory into it because I've been sitting on this for the past few days, and my theory behind it is that the whoever is locking these guys up, whether it be the feds, you know, or whoever, they want to make example of these guys to like these younger generation of kids coming up, right? Because we got these younger generation of kids that are just killing, you know, eat like not even thinking twice about it, right? But who do they look up to now? As a young, you know, African American, or even don't even gotta be African American. Who you looking up to? Either athletes or rappers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you listen to some of the shit these rappers like a Dirt or Pooh Shiesty saying in their songs. I mean, I think they trying to make examples of these guys. I mean, these guys are doing dumb stuff too, like telling on themselves in their own songs. So they not making it harder for the people. They making it easy, but at the same time, I think they trying to make an example. Like this is what could happen, especially with social media being so big.
Now, are these guys telling on themselves? Do you think it's due to lack of creativity? Because there's not really any bars no more. Now it's just all kill, 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 and I hit this bitch. Like, there's no bars, there's no punchlines, or no metaphors anymore.
Yeah, I think rap has definitely changed. I think it like if yeah, definitely changed. I mean, I don't know why guys incriminate themselves in their songs, whether it be for them trying to be seen as tough. I mean, I know guys, some guys like to rap about what they've been through in life, but I feel like you could, you know, not speak about everything you're doing. I mean, we was talking about Dirk got locked up. I mean, I can pull 2, 3 songs up right now where Dirk is telling on himself about what just took place, what he's arrested for. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
got a song talk about the dude screaming no, or, you know, on the news. He got Quando Rondo's voice in the background. So it's like, you what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you would think a normal human being wouldn't do shit like that, but these guys obviously aren't normal.
No, definitely not. They definitely a little savage, like. But then it's like you come across the guys like X4 on no jumper to where they're all about fighting, but they still on the same time in the way they extra rowdy, but it's just fighting. Like, what's more respectable? Why wouldn't the younger kids respect that you can go out there and get your knuckles dirty over shooting that pole when you might not come home for the rest of your life? Like, why choose the pole route over just going to get a quick fade? Do you think that's due to maybe the guys with the pole is more glorified, or these kids is embarrassed of that camera coming out during that fight?
I mean, you already know that camera, man. And, you know, that shit, you know, that shit could hurt a person pride, bro. You gotta think about it. These kids is ruthless. They you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that play a huge part in it. But I think also what's easier to do, right? These kids want to take the easy way out a lot of time. A lot of niggas don't want to sit there and get their jaw rocked. It's easier to shoot a gun and, you know what I'm saying, I guess deal with that consequence that way then.
But why do they think it's easier when it's really not the way people are getting triangled up? Now you got to come up with a master plan to let a gun go off and not get in trouble.
I mean, I don't know nobody that is, yeah, with cameras, everything nowadays, it ain't no such thing as getting off, You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why them guys think that shit is easier. That shit, I don't know, man. That shit is cool. That shit ain't cool. I mean, I respect a guy that could put his fist up. You know, even if you take a L, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I respect somebody that put their hands up to somebody that's shooting a gun. You know,
Like,
it don't take a man to shoot a gun.
imagine like you can get that fade off and be good tomorrow, good 3 weeks after, even if your lip bust. But you let that pull off in the wrong area or at the wrong person, because now everybody telling. You see now, you could hire somebody to do something for you and they telling you, Yellow
Right.
B just got bagged because his shooter told. And he did the most reckless stunt ever. So
Yeah.
how can you even feel like he telling to get off? You going down regardless.
And then even when these kids is like it's a like like moms and kids and stuff like that are off limits. These kids don't even care because what's the dude that just passed away with his daughter not too long ago
Yeah,
when they
well,
was in the car? So it's not even like they care who they're shooting at. They just trying to kill and shoot anybody, bro. I mean,
and they don't care where they doing it at or nothing, because we done seen the last 3 shootings been broad daylight. Mo 3's just resurfaced. That was broad daylight. Lil Ronnie was just broad daylight. Sauce Walker just got shot this week in broad daylight, and his artist passed. So that adds to another of what we was talking about last week of 60 plus shootings with these rappers.
yeah, I mean, I think they just don't care, man. I think that's just really what it come down to. I think that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, what these guys think, or I don't know if they have the right, people guiding them in life. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, like you said, broad daylight, bro. Like broad daylight, like come on, like you really don't care, like you said, it's
On
cameras
camera.
everywhere you look. I mean, Mo 3 shooting was on a highway expressway, right? People who have dash cams, like you seen it on camera live, broad day. Like you seen a car, you seen a guy shooting, like you seen everything like clear as day. Like this shit is crazy. I don't know, man.
And then what bugs me out is like, you think when you do some shit like that, even if you did put a bag on somebody, you would never throw it in your songs or nothing, like, because you've seen in the past, even though they're saying they're not going to use your lyrics in court, they're going to use your lyrics in court.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think these guys are a little bit more reckless. I think because if you look back in the past, right, and I mean, we know Biggie and Tupac passed away, died of, gun violence. But I think you look at like some of these older dudes, if you go back to like Jay-Z, Nas, like, that era kind of, them guys, I mean, you probably could get away with more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 90s and in the 80s, early 2000s, they ain't as many cameras. But even those guys, they weren't like
It
going
wasn't
crazy
the,
like that, like with the guns and stuff. And those guys, like, I don't know. And like, but it's like nowadays, like guys just, I don't know, man. Game is different.
it's murder over money right now.
Yeah, literally. And they murdering over really nothing if you think about it. It's all senseless at the end of the day. I mean,
Since
we could sit up here and say that, but I don't think that they understand that.
and then what be crazy about it is I be hearing them talk about it on YouTube. They've been saying these wars that they be jumping in been going on for generations. So you don't know who started it. You don't know why they started it. You could be fighting behind a tender dick nigga like over
Right.
some poon.
Right. And not to get off topic, but another rapper that was murdered, Pop Smoke, his killer got out of jail, right? And was doing interviews, and they was talking about, how they split the money, whatever they split. I think it's some jewelry too, but they don't even got that shit no more. So it don't even be about for the money. Like niggas just be doing shit just to do it, bro. Like
It'd be senseless murder.
literally, that shit is ridiculous.
And then when you look at the Vaughn situation, like that one night triggered 8+ people losing their lives, whether it be to jail or death, because now old Black Louis, the one who took a headshot that night, ended up passing from
Mm.
severe wounds later.
Yeah, I think in recent time, looking back, that murder changed a lot. I think because the internet, You know what I'm saying? Guys trolling. Like we spoke about this before, but guys trolling. Slide for Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even going out in public, like, you know, you might catch a troll out in public, like talking shit to you, like, yo, slide for Vaughn, this, that, and the third. So, nah, for real, like that shit happens, bro. So, I mean, I understand when somebody close to you pass away, but I mean, I ain't condoning that type of stuff. But if you're gonna do it, be smart about it, right? Don't go rapping about it. But I think, in my opinion, Dirk did it to prove a point. He had to kind of get back at those guys. They not really, you know what I'm saying?
So now,
He
when I put it like this, I know it's harsh. Dirk chose Von over his kids in a way, didn't he?
Yeah, he chose all that street shit over his kids, bro. He has how many kids? 10, 9?
Something crazy like that. Above 6.
And bro, we were just talking about it with the Cain Velasquez situation, bro. You know, your father, he got a lot of boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they at that age where like they need you, bro. So yeah, he put all of that before everything, before his career, before his business, before everything. He put that shit before everything. That was his top priority. And you know what I'm saying?
That
And he
shit
caught,
hurt.
he caught up to him. And how long has Dirk been locked up for? A minute. We haven't heard nothing about a trial. We haven't heard nothing about no motions, bells, nothing. He's in effect, it's a whole different game. He's not in a county prison. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He's state prison. He's playing a whole different ball game.
Whole different ball game. And then it's like you cross state lines to do shit. You tried to get away, so now we can't even trust you with a bond.
Right. Yeah, he tried to when he tried to set the two jets up to go to like Italy and some other shit. First of all, those countries can extradite you right back. You know what I'm saying? Those countries got deals with America to send fugitives back to America, so that shit went and did nothing. But even him doing that was stupid. I don't understand what that was like, because now you don't get a bail. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know, man.
How you feel about Keefy D popping out the woodworks 20 years later, indicting himself, grown ass man, 60-year-old plus man, grandkids rely on you to get them off the bus and everything every day. You've been living this life. You in Vegas, you got cancer, but you still pushing and everything like that. But you come out to indict yourself for a few little stories. How do you feel about Keefy D doing that to himself?
Money. He got cancer, right? I think you trying to set your, you know, you say you got grandkids. I mean, this is my thing. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm just thinking he trying to set these interviews up, trying to make a little son maybe to leave for his family. I don't know. I don't know. I think there's no point to do that, right? I mean, for what? I mean, you got away with it, right? All these years. I mean, how long ago was that shit? Years ago. So I mean, I don't. What is the reason for that though? Like, why incriminate yourself? Why leave that on your name? Especially if you sick and stuff, and you know.
It didn't. I only brought that up because he just got into a fight in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody care about your cancer shit in jail, that you owe, none of that. You got these erratic fans that love Tupac, grow up on Tupac. You got to think about, they might have been listening to Tupac during their bid. Tupac
Right.
might have been getting them through their bid. Now you coming out claiming you did this to Tupac, and now you in here, and I already got life. Like,
Listen, I mean, jail niggas love pop. I ain't gonna lie, he wrote, you know what I'm saying? But I don't. I mean, why do that? Why, like, I don't, like you said, bro. Like, first of all, if you you know you sick and you know heading towards where you heading, why would you want to spend like the last however much time you got left in jail at that? Like, why you wouldn't want to be around your family? That literally made no sense to me. And like this goes back to like the yes man thing, bro. Like, who okayed this? Like,
yeah,
who? Why nobody put a stop to that? Because, like you said, nobody care about that. Keefy D is a nobody. First of all, probably like a lot of young niggas in jail that don't know who Keefy D is. And once they heard who he was, they probably like, yeah, we gonna fuck him, punch on him.
yeah.
He got pot killed.
But then again, you might the young niggas might embrace him. It's the 28 plus that probably don't like him.
True,
Shit,
yeah. The
don't
older
know.
ones, the people that really that's in tune to it. Yeah, you're right, nigga. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why do that though. Like niggas be really stupid, man. People don't think things through. I don't think.
How you feel about that though in general though? With like all these old rappers and stuff coming out telling the stories, like some of them be cool when they be positive, but when they be telling these stories about like exposing each other and all that and ruining each other's legacy, how you feel about that?
I mean, you gotta look at who's doing it, right? Like we don't see. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but like guys
Like
like Ice Cube,
I'm
like
not
right.
even doing it lately.
Yeah, guys like Ice Cube. I mean, we don't see like the guys that are considered great to do it. I think it's all for like money and notoriety, and I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is dumb now. And they get in these Vlad interviews and these one what's the other shit called? 100 jumper. What's that shit called? No
Oh,
jumper.
no jumper, yeah.
Yeah, they get on these platforms and telling themselves for what? For a little bit of fame, for a little bit of clout, like niggas don't really give a fuck about that shit. For that shit here today, going tomorrow. You just forever be known as a nigga that did some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think about it, cause like shit's constantly changing daily, every day. So
Mm-hmm.
if a nigga come out, if like KPD came out and said, "Oh, I did this," all right, KPD is the nigga that killed Pac, but fuck that nigga. It's
Yeah.
like fuck that nigga. Like that's just what he's gonna be known as now from now on. Niggas
Mm-hmm.
already kind of knew. Like I don't know if you was too up to.
Cali knew. You know how like certain stuff be hitting the streets before people really
Yeah,
know.
I
Like
mean
they've been saying, people
people
knew.
been saying that for the longest time. I mean, I watched my fair share of like documentaries and movies, interviews, all that shit. So they've been saying that, but that's what I'm saying. Why even now come out with it? Like, cause we already been new, and like,
Mm-hmm.
but now you just indicted yourself by saying that. That's, I mean, it doesn't make no sense.
And then you get a motherfucker like Gene Dill who, like we said earlier, you trust this motherfucker, but then now he come out years later, he want to tell all your secrets and your stories about what happened with you and your wife and your kids and all this type of shit. Like,
Yeah, man, that's that industry shit though. You letting in the industry, you letting everybody into your life. I don't care whatever you was in. You know what I'm saying? Like people telling stories about your personal life and shit like that, man. I mean, um,
and you
I,
may not have even agreed to it.
right. That's what I'm saying. I crash out on a nigga like he come out like 40. Could you imagine like somebody come out 40 years later, like you super tucked up, family, y'all put up somewhere just chilling, but somebody comes to you with like, oh, yo, look at this, or I didn't know this about you, or this, that, and the third. Somebody that's close to you, like, yo, what is you opening? What are you doing?
Like I was saying, they've been tarnishing these guys' legacy because now Suge Knight just keep telling fruity stories about Dr. Dre. But there's some things I do like about the stories is I like when I get to hear the Tupac stories and the Biggie stories because that is cool because then people you didn't get to walk the earth with. But to me, with these celebrities, I be thinking the motherfucker fake till I meet him. Truthfully, anyway, I be thinking all these motherfuckers is
No,
plants.
that's a fact. Now niggas been saying that. Now, if I don't see you, I don't believe you real 100%. I'm on that, but now, like you
Mhm.
said, the Pac and Biggie stories be cool to say. Like you said, we ain't know Biggie and Pac, and they was considered the greatest of their time, possibly
Mhm.
greatest ever. You could argue. So them stories be cool, but when you throwing dirt on niggas' names, I mean, what do you really benefit? I mean, I know these guys be beefing or whatever the case may be. Like they be maybe into it with each other, but you really not benefiting on doing that shit, and you kind of look like a tender dick ass nigga. I
Yeah,
mean, I heard this stories about Dre. I mean, it's not the first time I heard this the Dre may be, you know what I'm saying, whatever he may be, but I mean, like, I don't know, what he get from that? That's
yeah.
how I look at it.
That shit right now. But speaking of these old time performers and people we ain't get to walk the earth with, if it's 3 concerts you can go to of all time of people that's here, present, and gone, like who would it be?
Here, president going, so it could be. All right, I'm gonna
I
do
didn't mean to say here, present, gone. Here and present is the same thing, but like
facts.
present in the past. What's 3
Oh,
artists?
I'm a big fan of DMX. I know he has some really good concerts, you know what I'm saying? So he'd definitely be number one for me. Um I mean, I like Biggie and I like Tupac. I mean, those are two that obviously would come to mind, but I ain't gonna say them two. Definitely X. Um, damn, I don't know. I just feel like X for real, for real. He the one for like he really kind of the only one that come to mind. Just cause like I don't know if you ever seen that video where like nigga, yeah, like hella people. I'm talking about like miles and like you
That
can't
shit
even
look like Rolling Loud.
what. And X just got that type of music that get a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like type of guy I'm in and that type of setting. I feel like X had me turn.
Me, they said Michael Jackson had the bitches passing out.
I didn't even think Mike Jack. I'm crazy.
But I'm not gonna go in because I don't want to go nowhere where the bitches passing out. I want these
Yeah,
bitches to be awake. So me, controversial, but I'm gonna go R. Kells because I heard the Kells concerts be lit, and I
okay.
know they in there. And the shit that he talking, I'm your cows for the night. You might not get the cows, feel me? I'm your cows in the section. Feel me?
Okay.
So I'm going cows. I gotta go to Gunna concert because the last time I was supposed to go to a Gunna concert, I believe you was with me. You know how that night went. So I
Right.
gotta go to another Gunna concert. So right now I got R. Kells, Gunna. I've been to an Usher shit. It wasn't really that. Probably go to another one. I'll probably do Chris Brown gonna have the bitches in there.
Yo, I was gonna say nah. So yeah, so
Chris Brown gonna have them in there.
I was gonna say Cavs. I knew that was a little bit of controversial. I heard about his concerts. His shit was active.
Panties on stage.
Chris Brown, a good one. I think I'm because me, like type of guy I am, like I don't want you to just be up there like singing a song back to me, motherfucker. Give me a show. I paid all this money. I want to see a good motherfucker performance. Chris Brown gonna be up there dancing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? X gonna be up there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Same thing, like yeah. So I think yeah.
shit. What you think gonna bring? All right, now. What you think gonna bring out more? I ain't gonna ask you that. Yo, yeah, fuck that. But fuck it, man. Let's get into this. Now the draft is coming up. What do the Eagles need this year? Being that y'all just broke your team down.
So let's get into it real quick, right? Because I'm gonna I don't want to say too
Back.
much, but so we spoke about the Lions, right? They had a great draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in a few years, in another year or two, they're gonna have to pay a lot of them guys, and some guys are gonna walk, right? So I think we seen that kind of with the Eagles, where they let some guys, they let some guys go because they want to kind of pay these younger guys. So I think they got to go get some depth, get some guys that can fill, some holes. I think we definitely need a defensive back. Um, The offensive side of the ball is good. I would like to get a third wide receiver, not a consistent third wide receiver. But I mean, you got Barkley, Goddard, the two guys on the outside. So I just think it's the filling the defensive holes, getting some more D linemen, maybe a backer, a DB or two here and there. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's really what they need. They got a lot of young guys, but
Give me the finger. I seen that.
huh?
Don't give me the finger.
Nah, I ain't even nah, nah. They got a lot of young guys though, so I just think they just gotta keep. It's tough, man. The league because these guys they want that bread. I just want a chip. You gotta pay me, motherfucker. I just help. I had a big part in this team.
I don't care if you on the practice squad. That's going on your resume. I won the Super Bowl. I was on the practice
What?
squad of the Super Bowl team. I help these motherfuckers get ready every week to go prepare, and they won the Super Bowl.
I know how to
Goes down to
prepare
the
that.
minimum guy. That shit goes to the trainer and everybody. I was on the Super Bowl winning team. Everybody in the organization get to claim that Super Bowl.
I know how to prepare as a Super Bowl champion. I know what it takes to get there. I won it. Some of them guys was there in what was it 2022 when they lost it. So
You a
some
fan?
guys
You supposed to tell me.
it's 20.
You
I
know
think
when
it's
y'all was here.
2022, 2023, one of them. But you know what I'm saying? Them guys been there, so they like, yo, you gotta pay me top dollar. You know what I'm saying? You look around the league, some of these guys ain't even, win no championships, nothing like that. They getting top dollar, but I mean, rightfully so, they deserve it. Some of these guys, but
wait, we could say that a lot of the guys getting top dollar and won no championship. Who won the championship is getting top dollar because Mahomes took a pay cut, and then who just won this year? Jalen Hurts. He ain't top paid.
right. I mean, I don't even know.
Dak Prescott, $60 million. Jamar Chase, he ain't got no goddamn bowl. Justin Jefferson, he ain't got no bowl. Crosby, Garrett, no bowl. Purdy, no bowl. Matt Stafford, no bowl. Jared Goff, no bowl. Herbert, no bowl. Burrow, no bowl. These top guys is getting all his money, ain't even paid. I mean, these top guys is getting all his money, ain't even got no ring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that shit is crazy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I definitely feel like if you win a championship and you coming off it and you still kind of like we had some young guys go like Milton Williams, a young defensive tackle. He need, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? He trying to. So I mean, like you said, some of these guys ain't really done that, especially like these quarterbacks like Dak Prescott. I mean, obviously I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm gonna say Dak Prescott, but we could talk about Josh Allen, we could talk about Lamar, we could talk about it because what have these guys really done? And they get paid top dollar. You get paid top dollar, you got to perform.
Y'all selling jerseys, but y'all ain't getting us no bowl. Mahomes getting the bowls.
Mahomes, correct me if I'm wrong. After Mahomes signed his contract, did he win him a Super Bowl? All right, and I know Hurts in the last offseason just signed a big contract, extended contract, and he just won, this past year. So,
and then even if he didn't win the bowl, shit, he went to it because
he went to it, exactly.
He wasn't there. Was the Rams versus what's called?
Right,
so he was there. So either way, he did his job that year.
And he backed, but even if he didn't, he backed it up because he still got another one. So he backing up, like it was worth signing me for this much money. Is it really worth signing a guy like Joe Burrow for all that money, especially when they're in a tough division, one. They have no defense. We talked about them not having no offensive line. So is it really worth paying this guy all this money?
Yeah. I mean, it is worth it because you want him to stick around, but him in his out of his mouth, he has to say, I want a pay cut so I can win. He has to realize what you just said. I'm in this hard division. I only got 1-2 receivers. Like, we don't got no defense. But before we get to Joe Burrow in my division, because we're going to win that this year, I think we're going to the Bowl once we find out who our quarterback going to be. I want to ask you about this on quarterbacks. They keep saying Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in your division right now. How do you feel about that in the Jalen Hurts slander after he just won a bowl?
Nah, I'm an Eagles fan, so I don't want to speak too biasly, but Hurts always kind of been
shit.
Hurts always kind of been slandered. I mean, you look back at it. I mean, I know you. I mean, when we was in high school when Hurts first came on the scene at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
We was big fans of Hurts. We ain't never seen nothing like Hurts at Bama, right? And then he gets benched, and then people start to question him, and then doubt him. He come to Oklahoma, so I think he always been doubted. I just think with sports in general, they looking for the next best, whoever. Who's gonna be the next best? He made a good run to the NFC Championship in his first year. You know what I'm saying? That was tough. That's not easy to do. And the Commanders sucked.
Yeah.
They were
that's the difference between him and Stroud.
Yeah, they sucked.
Stroud had a receiving core.
Right.
Daniels really went out there dolo with McLaurin.
Right. And McDaniels caught me off guard because I didn't take him to be the quarterback that he was. I mean, I knew he could run and get loose. I thought that's just all he could do. He could throw the ball too. He tough. I give him his credit. But I mean, you can't disrespect a guy that just won a Super Bowl. How does that make sense? He's been in 2. He's won 1. He played good in both. How does that make sense? He ultimate competitor. He an ultimate dog, bro. He don't say
He's making me take back my theory about Alabama quarterbacks. I'm going to take it back about him, but as of right now, I can't because he's still coddled. He's out there with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon out the backfield. He could run. He got one of the best O-line. Can we really say that Jalen Hurts is top 5, or do we see why he gets the slander and does he still have to prove himself?
I mean, you look at, we got to go off what he did, right? I know who's around him. right? And I know who's around him. He definitely has more than probably any other offense in the NFL has had this year. But we go off of how long he's been in the NFL, 4 or 5 seasons. So I mean he's been in the playoffs every year as a starter. You know what I'm saying? So I mean he ain't no scrub. He ain't a guy that that don't be deserved to be thrown into the top 5 talk. I mean I think when it's time to step up in the biggest moments, he step up. I mean, as an Eagles fan, this time I hate Jalen Hurts, bro. I can't stand him. Like, you feel me? You don't know what you're gonna get with him. Sometimes you might get a 400-yard, 5 touchdown game, or you might get 2 interceptions for 130 yards. You don't know what you're gonna get with him. But that's what I like about him because he's gonna do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ugly sometimes. It's gonna be ugly as fuck sometimes, but he's gonna get the dub. So
you would call him the ultimate winner?
not right now. I think Patrick Mahomes got that. To be ultimate winner, you got to win. He's trying to win the Super Bowls. Obviously, Brady got it.
I feel like it's not even about the Bulls. Like Mahomes, if Rossi not catching it, if Westcott not catching it, I'll go run for 120 if I have to. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like to where we're not losing.
Nah, yeah.
But I could say Jalen Hurts last year proved to be the ultimate winner. But what I didn't like is how he came back and looked rusty. Can you come back looking rusty when you that elite? Off 2 weeks?
Nah, because you still practicing, right? You know how that shit is. I mean, nah, I don't think you could come back being rusty. But that's what I said with Jalen Hurts. It could be ugly sometimes with him. And some Eagles fans not gonna be happy like when they see this like that. I'm saying this, but they know the truth. It get ugly with Jalen Hurts sometimes. So like that's why you gotta as a fan, I take what I can get from him, right? And then I just look. I always go back to the 2 Super Bowl performances where he played really, really, really good. I think they won by 3 the Chiefs the first time. But I mean,
now let's get into this free agency though. Justin Fields is coming to Jersey. How you feel about that? Him and Garrett Wilson linking back up like the Joe Burrow, Jamar type shit.
I'm a big fan of that, man. I like the Jets, man. I like what they got going on. Their organization sucks. They fucking suck. I don't know. I want to say they're gonna win, but they fuck around, moved every game. They just really that's how it be for them. But I like what the pieces that they got. They're young. They got Fields. They got Garrett, Brees in the backfield. They got the other guy, Allen. I think will get some more touches this year. They got the pieces, man. I mean, and if you look at their division, the Bills. I mean, besides the Bills, their division kind of open. You don't know what you're gonna get from the Dolphins.
Up for grabs.
You know, and then the Patriots got another young guy. So, I mean, it'd be fun to see them do good. You know what I'm saying? And I like Justin Fields. I like Garrett. I like Brees. Sauce is decent to me. They got some good pieces. So,
yeah. But we're not going to talk about that young guy from the Patriots because you know how I feel about quarterbacks from basketball schools, Daniel Jones and shit like that. Yeah. But now, let's get into this. Davante Adams on the Rams, and then he bullies Puka Nacua to change his number. What the fuck is that about?
Nah.
I'm not changing my number for nobody. I don't give a fuck if I got number 7 and Vic coming. Vic, you better wear number 2 or number 1, nigga. How you feel about Davante Adams on the Rams and him making Puka Nacua change his number?
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that, nigga. I don't like that because who's to say you better than me right now? Right now, you might got a better, you know what I'm saying, career than me. But who is to say you better? Nigga, I'm bringing 15 catches a game, 200 yards. Who the fuck you not? You know what I'm saying?
With 2 end rounds.
With 2 end rounds. You know what I'm saying? So who the fuck is you to come in here? I'm on my Jimmy Clausen shit. You want 17? I need $2 million. I know you got it. You know what I'm saying? I hope Puka got some type of bread off it or something. I mean, I don't know. I ain't the NFL vets would have hated me because I ain't the type of guy that just, oh, here comes Davante Adams. You can have 17. Nah, nigga, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Go get 15. You were 15 in college. Go get that.
Fact. Some dudes is too fucking nice.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I hope Puka. I mean, I think it's this situation. But me, man, nah, fuck Tay.
Yeah, fuck Tay. I'm taking a shot to that one. Fuck you, Tay. Come
Yeah.
and take it, and the young nigga change his number, man. Nigga was
Nigga,
putting in legendary work in the 17. Now I might bet on the nigga next year. He might not can do what he was doing last year. He better do better since you came and took his number.
no,
But
but
now
that's what I'm saying too, bro. Like the nigga broke real records. Like he got the most receiving yards for a rookie, I think, with 17 or some shit like that. Now he don't get to wear 17 no more. They got his shit in the Hall of Fame because he broke a record. I'm not sure which specific record he broke, but they took his jersey and glove and put it in the Hall of Fame.
he didn't break Justin Jefferson rookie record.
Something like that, but I'm pretty sure it was that. So now, nigga, I gotta put this. He got 12. Like, man,
That's the number I grew up in, but that's not the number I came to the league in.
I got 17. That's my number.
Now, another big move in the free agency. Nick Bosa, old ass. Buffalo Bills.
Mm.
But they let Von Miller go. But they got Greg Rosso and they got number 57. I believe he's on the D-line. Pardon me, I can't think of his last name, but you just let Von Miller go, but now you bring in Joey Bosa. Did that make sense to you?
Nah, they're not. Nah, I don't know what they're doing over there. Maybe their cap space is tight. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're all in on Josh Allen, I guess. I mean, regular season he gets it done, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, you would think why not pair the two, right? Vaughn and Bosa. I mean, I get they're older guys, but if anything, you want to pair the two. On paper, it looked good. I mean, I don't know how it would look good on film. Bosa, like you said, is kind of old. I know Vaughn was battling some injuries, but I mean,
and like I said, they got Greg Rosso starting, and then I think it's Ed Oliver is number 57.
okay,
but they got a D line,
yeah.
So it's like, but why wouldn't you want them old guys on the second D line? Because now you can come in and get one good playoff.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Imagine how it look. You in there, Buffalo Stadium. I've been to High Mark. The fans don't sit down. You in there trying to take a snap in the snow. It's third down, but off psychological. That's Von Miller and Bosa coming at me.
Right.
Damn.
And they can still get after it too. I mean, like you said, you could use them in certain packages. If it's a third and long or something like that, you want to put them on the field. If you put them on the other side, Von gonna still get shifty, and I think Bosa can too a little bit too. So yeah, like you said, I mean, I'm not sure why release Von and sign Bosa, and I don't know what the Bills are trying to do. They caught me off guard this year. I don't think they'll do the same thing that they did this year, this upcoming season. I don't think they have a good as the years they had.
I'm not gonna lie. Josh Allen looked like the ultimate quarterback this year, bro.
Josh Allen looked great. I mean, I don't know what they schedule looking like, but I mean, is it kind of the same situation with Lamar almost? You would say, as he looked good in the regular season, but when it comes down to it, like you need pieces.
You know why it ain't the same?
Why's that?
Lamar out there with Derek, Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews. Josh Allen is out there with Mac Hollins, rookie Keon Coleman.
They don't even got Mac no more.
Slow ass Dalvin Cook.
I think they got Shakir now.
Yeah, and they got Shakir. Like, look who Josh out there with versus Lamar.
Yeah, nah, definitely Lamar right now. Yeah, I'm talking about like Lamar maybe a few years ago, but I see what you're saying. Hopefully, I think the Bills should go get a receiver. You think Keon Coleman could be a number one type of guy?
No.
Yeah,
I think him and Xavier Legette and Rome Odunze disappointed big time this year because now, ever since Jamar and Justin Jefferson came in, we expected a rookie receiver to dominate. Look at Malik Neighbors. Look at Brian Thomas down there. Like, look at these guys that come in rookie year and they do their thing. If you're not coming in your rookie year doing your thing at receiver, I'm sorry. I feel like a rookie at receiver is supposed to come in and dominate right now because really, it's not about physicality. It's about can you guard me? And if you're not unguardable at the receiver position right now, you're cooked. Look at T. Higgins. He's not the number one on his team no more. He wasn't. They didn't see him as the number one. They drafted Jamar the year after, right? Am I not mistaken? Or 2 years after?
it was like a year or two after, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you're right because I was getting ready to say like maybe it's a quarterback thing, but we could Malik Neighbors.
It's the receivers, bro. You supposed to come in dominate. Look at Jay Jets, how he came in dominating. Jamar, like I said, Brian Thomas, Malik, Odell, all these guys came in rookie. If you nice at receiver, you just nice at receiver.
Yeah.
Look at even Xavier Worthy, how he came in this year.
True.
Rashee Rice last year.
She was bugging. Yeah. Damn.
Bro, if you nice at receiver, you just nice at receiver, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now let me get into this because the Giants just got a QB they just got 2 QBs for the price of one. Dak Prescott is the highest paid QB. He's going for 60 mil. They just got Jameis Winston and Russ for a combined 30 mil. And only maybe 15 to 20 of it is guaranteed.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they paid Daniel Jones all that money. You look back at it, like all that shit was stupid, bro. You could have had Saquon. Imagine Saquon, Malik Neighbors, right? And let's say they do have a bad year this past year. You got the, top. What they got? 3 pick in the draft.
3.
It's some game changers in that draft. Them first 2 picks. We talked about it. Them 3 guys. So even you can't go wrong with either one. So you know what I'm saying? You could have built off something, but now it's kind of like.
And aren't they like kind of putting themselves in the same position they've been in the past few years? Because now you getting a dude that's 36 and a dude that's 34. Next year you're gonna need a quarterback. So what are you banking on yourself to go shitty this year again to get a quarterback next year? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. So I mean, they got those 2 guys. So to me, it makes me think they're not even gonna go quarterback in the draft.
Everybody ain't Brady. These niggas can't play till they 41.
Yeah, no.
Look at A-Rod.
I like Russ. A-Rod's cooked. I like Russ too.
I'm gonna be pissed if we get A-Rod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed. I might go free agent.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Cause it's not even like. See, for A-Rod and for these guys to be good, you got to put them in a situation almost like a lot of talent around them to where they really ain't got to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think the Steelers is an ass team, but you gotta step up. I don't think Rodgers could step up.
He can't go out there with the type of players we got. We got robots. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. GP is a robot. DK Metcalf is a robot. Freiermuth is a robot. We don't got nobody that could juke like Tyreek and make something happen. We got guys that catch the ball and fall. But now I want to get into this with this free agency still. Najee Harris goes to the Chargers, but then he's shitting on us, talking about our facilities and all this. Now, he went to Bama. So he went from top grade in college facility to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I guess it's maybe lower tier compared to what he's saying, because he's saying he took a step down from Bama to the Steelers. But now he's at the Chargers, and it's saying it remind him of Bama. I know you a guy that's into getting the team gear and getting loved by the organization and stuff like that. How big is that? Do that matter in the league when you're making millions?
Yeah, but you think about it, right? Because I know some of these guys put in their contracts. Can't get in. I don't know the specifics of it, but so when your first few years, you thinking about the money, but when you signing these big contracts, right? You want to put certain things in your contract that people may not know about, right? Like, I want this parking spot by this stadium reserved for me every day. I want my family to sit in these seats every day. You know what I'm saying? So I think it matters because once you get all the money, like how else do you keep a guy happy, right? You try to make him feel as comfortable as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I think that stuff kind of do matter, facilities and things like that, because you spend a lot of time there. You pretty much there all. I mean, you getting up 5, 6 in the morning, going to the facility, practicing film, recovery, showers, interviews. By the time you get out of there, bro, it might be 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. You might have spent 10, 12 hours there. You're there all day, so it got to be up to par, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what this Steelers shit was looking like. I know they just built SoFi Stadium. Obviously, they shit going to be way better. So, But I don't like him shitting on the Steelers like that because, dude, they gave you a chance. Like, they picked you. Like, I understand it may be what it is, but you don't gotta go shit on. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of corny.
And what he don't realize is now, nigga, the Chargers gave you a 1-year deal. So now you shitting on teams. How the next team gonna look at you? They're like, you ain't got no loyalty.
No, you know what I'm saying? And then like he's shitting on like he's not even shitting on like the coaches that like he's shitting like on the trainers and like the people that's like really kind of behind the scenes that can't even really speak up for themselves. Mike Tomlin, if he wanted to, he said something about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin can say something back. Like a
He
training
gonna
staff,
look crazy.
they can't say nothing really. What can they say? They ain't nobody. We don't know them. So that shit kind of corny to me. I ain't like that, Najee.
But now, getting into these facilities, what college? We watched this shit before. What college you think got the now? Let me act. Fuck that. Fuck who got the best facility. We know all these schools, the top schools got the good facilities. Let's say we going to school for basketball. What are you looking for in the organization in the facility?
Damn. I mean, it's a lot of different things you're gonna be looking at. I mean, your organization, right? I mean, if I'm a incoming, do they play freshmen a lot? Things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What they got? Because you know the portal and stuff plays a factor. They might got a guy coming in, like things like that. Like I gotta know. Like, listen, I'm gonna be the guy here. But at the same time, I'm not going to a Rutgers. You look at them two guys, Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. They're gonna be top 10 picks in the draft. I'm not going to a Rutgers. I gotta go somewhere where like where it's a basketball school, and I'm not talking about like these blue bloods like a Duke or a Carolina or anything like that. But guys come out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a Villanova or Seton Hall or you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a lot that go into it though.
Definitely. Me, I'm going somewhere. I need Nike gear. I need to get whatever shoes I want without you asking me, because if I want to send something home to the homies, I could just do that. I don't need you monitoring how many pair of shoes and cleats and all this type of stuff I got. Them are not doing that. So maybe I might go to Oregon because I'm gonna get the Jordan 3s, the Nikes. I'm gonna get all that good basketball gear. You got to think this is stuff you can get on and off the court from here. And then I got the best facilities. So now I'm gonna come here and eat. I'm only gonna eat here. I'm not spending the most money. We in a good location.
Yeah. You know how we is too. Like we not like they give us all that gear. Like I'm gonna wear this every day. Like I ain't gonna go pop out and no.
You know how we do. What I wear here every day.
They're gonna see me in a Oregon zip up and sweats every single day
with some J's,
some fives, some Nike running shoes. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that stuff like that do play affected the brands and stuff. Yeah, I think Oregon probably is the best one because they got Jordan and Nike. How could you go wrong?
How could you go wrong? But now, where would you? All right, not where would you go? Let me just ask you this: What's the best schools for the drip wise? Like, you think like you're gonna be able to get swaggy on the court?
Football, basketball.
Let's go basketball.
Basketball. I mean, you gotta look at. I'm looking at colorways, right? Me, like, I'm a big colorway guy. So
now, when you say these schools, I'm gonna ask you, what sneakers are you wearing on the court for home and away? So think about that too. I want to know.
I'm gonna say two schools. I think I'm gonna go see like Duke. Wait, like their colorway is trash to me. Like I gotta go somewhere where I could really, like a Memphis. They got a couple different colorways. They might go blue. They might go black. They might go gray. You know what I'm saying? And then they got that white, you know what I'm saying? So I might go Memphis. Memphis definitely be the first one. My second one had to be probably Oregon, because they got a lot of different colorways too. They can go like highlighter, green, white, black.
Niggas you gonna wear with the highlighter unis?
Mm-hmm. Damn, you have to really get into them. Like me, I'm the type of person I gotta see my shit game day. Like, I can't plan it, but with the neon shit, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely probably wear some Kobe's if I'm hooping. It gotta be some type of Kobe's. I ain't hooping in those Jordans. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hooping in Jordan 3s, 9s, and 11s. I'm not gonna lie.
No, the 11s is tough.
Is OD to hooping.
The 11s is tough.
If you wear the all black and the blue at Memphis, what shoe you wearing?
All black and blue. I mean, you know Penny the coach. I'll probably put some pennies out just to, you know what I'm saying, type shit, but I ain't gonna go those every day. With the black and blue, ooh, I don't know. For real, cause if I was at these schools, I just have my shit customized. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be wearing like my favorite, the top shoes I like right now is Kobe's. I like the John Morant's. The John Morant's is hard, so I just have a bunch of them customized to wherever color I want them to be. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of guys do nowadays too. Now they just get their shit customized. I mean, it is some like classic like Kobe's out there you can still wear though.
Now, if you coming out in the draft and they tell you you can only wear this shoe and this brand for a year, what brand you going?
I gotta go Nike. I've been a Nike guy my whole life. I mean, Jordan is cool. I'm thinking the retro and shit, but I gotta go Nike. They geared. Everything is better. Adidas ain't. It's shitty hoop shoes, shitty hoop clothes. I'm going Nike. It's just all around better.
Definitely.
What you going?
I mean, I can't go wrong with the retros because if I can get any retro I want at any color and I'm
you gonna get them gammas?
The Nike look. This was hard for me. The Nike clothes gonna be better off rip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Jordan shoes. But then again, you could wear none but Fezos. You could wear foam.
But yo, I know you, cause you wear Air Maxes, you wear Vapor Maxes and shit like that. Cause it's a lot of
thing. Like, if I can get off whites, but
yeah,
the thing is, like, now what if you like you said, I can go get the Gammas. I got the Bread 11s. I got the Cool Grays. I got the Jordan 1s. I got the Turbo 1s. I got the, you know what I mean, shit like that. Like, that's a hard.
How I'm looking at it is like all right, like we said, Jordan clothes is shitty, but they shoes alone equal like Nike whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like Nike got some good shoes, but like you said, cause like you can just go 11s alone, Gamma, Cool Grays, Concords, your 82s. Like you can keep going and going and going and going. And
yeah, I might gotta go Jordan. I'm going Jordan. Cause fives, if they give you, bro, Nike can't beat this deal.
The Travises.
Look, they can't beat this deal right here. The only way they could beat this deal is if they give me every single off-white Nike. Jordan gonna give you. All right, listen to this. Jordan gonna give you all the 5s, all the 11s,
3s,
all the 1s.
Yo, come on.
And half of the 3s versus you're gonna get all these Nike Techs, every single color. You're gonna get the Air Force off-whites and the Vapor Max off-whites. And then you gotta wear the rest regular Nike default. Nothing too crazy.
Nah, yo, I kind of want to switch my I kind of do want to switch what I said over Nike, but I mean, hoop-wise, Nike is the like sportswear. I think Nike is the more popular brand, but like more like because you can get a Jordan Tech. Nothing will get a Jordan Nike Tech.
Yeah, Jordan will go so ugly though, yo. It's nothing more calm than a quick Nike check. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you got that black on black Nike sweatsuit on.
They give you them Jordan Travises, man. They give you them. They pull out them bread 13s.
Yo,
bread 13. You know the breads is good. They pull out them. Yeah,
I'm going Jordan.
You couldn't go wrong with either. But Jordan definitely he got so much he could give you.
I'm gonna be so mad I can't get no Nike Techs though or off whites, but I gotta go with the Jordan sneakers.
That's a fact. Yeah, nah. But the Jordan,
Nothing is better than the Jordan sneakers. And they
nah,
was talking about that on 520 Day. Like, yo, you gotta really be realistic. The only basketball sneaker you could wear is a Jordan. Ain't nobody wearing no LeBron or what's called out.
nah, I think that's why it was big when LeBron and KD and those guys had us wearing Nikes and stuff in middle school. Like,
yeah, at the time they did have us wearing basketball shoes during school.
The only two guys you can really think of. Like, I mean, even Kobe. I don't even remember guys wearing a lot of Kobe's in.
I ain't gonna lie, I wore a few Kobe's to high school because you got to think they had the high top. So I might pop out with the high top red shits, right, with some gray sweats in it, huh? You mean?
Yeah.
And then the what this? So you could pop out in some Kobe's.
Nah, yeah, you're right. From
you
like
pop out in Kobe's, depending on the
middle school to probably high school, you could probably pull off like wearing like them type of shoes. You know what I'm saying, with a fit. Right now, it'd be tough. It'd be a little. I mean, you could probably. Nah, I'm lying.
Nah, because if I get my hands on some high top Kobe's right now, I'm wearing.
Nah,
you
yeah.
Know how hard it'd be to get some high top Kobe's right now, yo.
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Let me see what the GOAT talking about.
Definitely.
I can't believe I lost my high top Kobe's, yo. I left my shits at the LA Fitness before we went to college, yo. I left a whole book bag on some ski shit, and I wasn't even skied back then.
Shit, not there, and you go back.
The ones I had, size 12. Oh, Kobe's went down.
Just because they're releasing a lot of them now. They signed that. His wife signed that contract where they got a lot of Kobe's coming out now. He got some.
You don't be doing. See, women all. I'm not gonna say all women, but women be messing shit up, man. Got my fucking sneakers down. My sneakers supposed to be like Yeezys right now. They supposed to be at 1,000. That's like that Easy E wife did some dumb shit after he died, and then the money she fucked his kids and everything with the music.
Yeah, I think they might have signed like a 10-year contract. She threatened to not have him released at all because Nike wanted them to release him. But I think she signed like a big contract, and now they got them shits releasing like every month. But it ain't like no hard shit. Like it ain't nothing like. I mean, it's some like the Kobe 5 X-rays and stuff like that. But
I don't like that, man.
I agree. I mean, if you do drop them, she dropping them. I mean, I'm talking about she dropping them like every 2-3 months, like at a time. If you want to drop them, they gotta be twice a year, once a year, Christmas. And it might just got to be a retro, you know what I'm saying? It's
supposed to be 4 pair a year or 3 pair a year. Either you drop every 3 months or every 4 months.
And you ain't supposed to really drop no new colorways. You're supposed to just drop old, you know what I mean? A colorway here and there. But
only sneaker that's supposed to be selling right now is if we selling GGs.
Nah, that's a fact. And yeah, she went crazy though. She signed that contract. I don't know. Go left for the estate.
Sad case, man. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, John Switch the Great One, man. Ja 120, Hazie Visions. You already know what it is. Ja, appreciate you, brother.
Nah, you already know, man. Same shit, different day, man. We get into it every day, man. This shit.
We back at it Tuesday, man. You already know.
Visit us, apparelzone.net, your one-stop source for all your custom embroidery and screen